Hello again, welcome to Spain and welcome to our channel. What a gorgeous day it is here again, and everything is perfect. We love our €39,000 house. We love the views and the walks round about. The neighbours are friendly and kind. Well, so everything should be perfect. But it isn't, because we've got a problem.
We're really happy with the progress we're making on the house, and we know we can certainly do everything else we need to do to the house on our own. Painting, plastering, tiling, sewing, all that sort of stuff. So the problem is certainly not with the house.
It's become pretty clear to both of us that we haven't got enough land. So, what does that mean? It can only mean one thing. We have to buy more land. So now I'm going to show you what land we have at the moment, and then I'm going to show you some possibilities for buying more land in the future.
Our dream, as well as to be able to live here full time, is to actually grow most of our own fruit and vegetables. And so we've been planning and researching what plants we could grow here, what fruit and what veg, and it's become pretty clear that we've got nowhere enough room to grow everything we want to. At the back of the house, behind the barn and the garage, we have got a decent sized garden, which is currently very overgrown. If we wanted a pool, there would certainly be enough room for one. But we don't want a pool. We're going to put raised beds here so we can grow beans, peas, tomatoes, strawberries and raspberries, cucumbers for pickling, sweet corn and lettuce and beetroot.
So here then we've got some space, very overgrown, and but we could put pots there, possibly, that's what I'm thinking, some more raised beds.
And then we've got this patch across the road from the house.
So it's about 5 metres deep at its widest here at the top, just about level with that lilac, and then it goes down to a point at the bottom. And we're thinking here we can plant potatoes, onions, sweet potatoes and things that need quite a lot of water, because obviously it's close to the house. To start with, we didn't know that this was a fruit tree, and we only actually found out last October when one of the neighbours pointed out to us that it was a tree called an albacine, and it's really nice, it's lovely, it's like a bit nutty.
This is our front garden. The tree is a bay laurel, so we use that for cooking. There's a sage bush next to the rose, which is looking very healthy. When we finish the house, we're going to plant other herbs here. We're also going to plant other vines. At the moment, we've got a white grapevine, and the grapes on this are absolutely gorgeous. They're so sweet. So this is the land we've got at the moment, and now we're going to look at the other very interesting possibilities. This is the countryside, or the campo, just outside the village. We love walking here in the evening, and if you've watched our other videos, you'll have probably seen us walking here before. We've seen some really beautiful sunsets here. Rows of olive trees and almond trees stretch out in every direction as far as the eye can see. You can see that most of the ground here is ploughed to stop any weeds. But there are some areas that aren't ploughed, and that is because no one's picking the olives or the almonds. These are areas of abandoned land. It's these patches we've been starting to look at. For example, this section here. And this little bit here in the middle. We really want to plant cherries, oranges, persimmons, apples, pears, and we want several more fig trees. And out here is where we could plant them. So if we bought these patches of abandoned land where they haven't been farmed for 10 years, possibly more, we might get it quite cheaply. But clearly we would also need to buy an old van and a trailer, because if the land we bought wasn't irrigated, we'd have to bring in IBCs, the big water containers. But wouldn't it be beautiful to work here? So this then is one option. We've heard there could be a couple of other options. This is the view from outside our kitchen diner. Just down there, near the house with the walled garden, is one of the patches of land. Let's go and have a look. This is one little section. See, it's got a lot of olives on, and as well it's got a couple of fig trees already here, which is very, very good. Then over here there's another little bit which is a separate area. So, as well as the land in the campo and the couple of patches of land near the house with the walled garden, there are one or two other areas we've seen when we've been out walking. What do you think then? Which would you go for? The land in the campo, which might be cheaper, but would have to buy a van and a trailer, or the land as near as possible to our house? It's a big decision for us, so we're grateful for any advice. Certainly got a lot to think about, a lot of planning, a lot of weighing up which would be the best option for us. And then there's also the subject of how we're going to pay for this land. More about that in a minute. So it's really great then that we can ask our lovely neighbours what will grow here. They've already offered us cuttings. And as well as that, I know if I need any expert advice, I can call on my lovely friend Julia, who's been over a couple of times. She came with me on the road trip, which we did last summer. It just so happens that she is an expert gardener. And she's got a lovely allotment, which I like to go and look round when I'm in England.
That's for your dinner.
Lovely. Thank you very much. I'm actually hoping that once we do start working on the land, I can invite Julia over to give us a hand. I tried to sort of start preparing her for this last summer.
Well, your allotment is looking wonderful. So, I've not prepared you for this. So can you see yourself coming here again then and getting to work on this?
Gosh. It would be really, really hard work.
It would be, but I mean we wouldn't be doing it now in the summer months, really, would we?
No.
We'd be doing it sort of in the winter. So there we go, then there's an invitation for you, Julia.
Thank you.
Are you impressed?
I'll let you know.
Oh, you let me know? Okay. That's not sounding really positive, but okay. All right then.
Well, I'm sure she'll come round. So, in England, we were planning on downsizing anyway because our lovely sons have now left home. But we do need to keep a house in England for when we visit family. We've worked out though, if we buy a smaller house than we were planning to, we should have some money left over to buy the land here in Spain that we really want. Oh, and if you like our content, can I ask you to click on the bell so you get notified of our next videos? Thank you.
Oh, blimey. Started to rain now, so better make this quick. Well, I've shown you the land we've got and I've shown you the land we've been looking at. One thing is for certain, we definitely need more land. So all we can do is, when we go back to the UK, put our house up for sale and hope it sells quickly. Anyway, I'm going inside now. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Oh, and tomorrow morning I'm off to the airport to pick Rob up. So that will be lovely to have him back here again with me. Hope you've enjoyed watching. See you soon.